Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my weight loss journey. If you guys just want to get straight into the results, go ahead and just go all the way to the end. For this video, I want to talk about everything that I went through. Everyone's story is different and mine is definitely different too. Not everything worked for me and sometimes things did work for me, but it wasn't healthy. So stick around and we'll get straight into it. I forgot to add that I'm not an expert in health or anything. This is my personal journey. And so if you guys have any questions about what I went through, then I can tell you what I know. But facts and stuff on the outside of what I didn't go through, I don't know. Okay, so back in 2019, my fiance and I at the time just came back from overseas. We were traveling for a year. And when we came back, I don't know, for some reason, I gained so much weight at home. I just felt so disgusted when I look in the mirror. I decided, you know what, 2020, I'm going to lose the weight because I want to marry this man and I want to make sure that I look good in my wedding. So my wedding was my #1 motivation, and me just being healthy, like I look very disgusting every time I look at myself. So the first thing I did in December 2019, I chopped my hair off. So it was like about this short. And then I was like, okay, so January, I'm gonna start working out. So the first thing I did was I tried the Ting challenge. I know it's like super popular on YouTube. I was only able to do it for like a week and then I stopped because when I noticed the results right away, I was like, okay, awesome, it's working for me. I'm done, I'm good, you know? When March hit, that's when COVID happened in California. I think at that time when everything shut down, I requested like 2 weeks off just because we had plans and we had to cancel it. And so I gained so much weight. Like my heaviest was 138 pounds. That doesn't sound a lot. I'm only 4'10". So it's really crazy, but like I was huge at that time and I was just not comfortable with myself. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna lose weight. I have to try that Ting challenge again. So this time I stuck with it all the way for 2 full weeks and it was amazing. Ting, for beginners like me at that time, she was perfect for me because I couldn't even keep up with some of the basic stuff that she was doing. So I'm really glad that I did her challenge. After my 2 weeks, I hit plateau and it was kind of stressful for me because I'm like, okay, let me redo this challenge. And then I did, and then I was like, okay, so it's like not working, my weight's not going down. So I was like, okay, maybe let me try a different challenge. So I did a few of her challenge back to back and my weight was still not going down. So when I was doing my research on Google, it says that like when you start working out and you start like, you know, eating less, etc., what you really lose the first 2 weeks is your water weight. And so for me, like, I guess it didn't really make sense to me at that time, but I was really bloated and I was drinking really bad stuff like soda. I was eating a lot of junk food, and around July, that's when I was like, you know what, I need to start tracking down my weight. So every morning when I woke up, after, you know, I pee and poop and freshen up, I take off all my clothes butt naked and I weigh myself. Every day I take a picture of my weight. So I started feeling a lot stronger with Ting, but my numbers, they still weren't going down. And then I found this amazing girl that I follow on Facebook. Her name is Kab Npauj Laim, or KBL for short. She had 3 tips for you to lose weight. One was eating 1 meal a day, which is super unhealthy. So I was like, no, I can't do that. And then her second one was drinking prune juice. So if you guys don't know what prune juice is, it helps you use the restroom the next day. And so I was like, okay, maybe I can do that because they sell it everywhere, right? So I went to the grocery store and I got myself some prune juice. And then her other option was to drink a lot of water, like drink 1 or 2 bottles of water in the morning and then also before you go to bed. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. So my body at that time was not used to all the water that was coming in. And let me tell you, prune juice, if your body is not used to it, you should just put a little in your drink and mix it with some kind of juice first, because I did not know that and it was so good. I drank the whole cup and let me tell you, I was up all night constipated and all day I was just not comfortable. So prune juice, what it really did for me was help me use the restroom. I started to notice that I was breaking out like crazy, and I do have some photos. They're very embarrassing because I was going through so much at that time. Like the acne did not help my self-confidence at all. So every day, even though we were wearing masks at work, I would still wear foundation to cover my acne. It was really bad. So at first I was just wondering, like, is it because I'm stressed, or is it because, you know, I'm doing different things to myself, trying to lose all this extra weight off my body? But it was the prune juice. So for me, prune juice did not work because there's so much sugar that my body didn't know what to do with it, so it just broke out on my face. So it took a long time to recover my acne. So that didn't work. So I was like, okay, maybe her tips, they're not gonna help me. So I did the Korean apple diet. So if you guys know what that is, it's like 1 apple with 2 boiled eggs. It was just, I felt like I was starving when I did this Korean diet. Like, my numbers were slowly going down, but I was just constantly hungry, and every time I worked out, I was just so weak. I didn't have any energy to work out. So the Korean diet was also a no-no for me. I started doing some more research in August. This one girl I came across, she said that sometimes, like, the reason why you can't lose the weight is maybe because your hormones are off balance. And so she was kind of suggesting for me to balance my hormones. And so I bought this cream on Amazon, which I'll put the link down below, but I'm not too sure. Everyone is different. Some people have too much estrogen while other people don't have enough. So when I was watching her video, she was practically saying my body produced way too much estrogen and I need to lower it. So I bought these 2 creams. One is estrogen and one is, I can't really pronounce it, Progesterone Cream. So I started doing those pumps of cream on my face for the Progesterone Cream once a night, and then in the morning I would do the Estrogen Cream on my thighs. So I did that. You're on it for 2 weeks. As soon as you start your period, you're off it for 2 weeks. So on and off, and my acne slowly disappeared. And you know what's even crazier? My weight started coming off too. Another thing that really helped me, I know it kind of sounds like I'm all over the place, but I'm trying to think about like what I went through during this crazy time. When I was tracking my weight, I need to make sure I don't have these unrealistic goals, like 1 pound a week or 1 pound every 2 weeks, and then maybe 2 or 4 pounds a whole month. That way I can concentrate 1 pound at a time. So I started doing that, and then I noticed that my weight was shredding off slowly in September. Not that crazy, but slowly. And then I started eating cleaner. No rice. I would make some shrimp larb, if you guys know what that is. It's really yummy with just like veggies, and then I have like sweet potato. So my carbs are healthier. Hey! Carrie, I'm talking about my weight loss and you bought me some food. Where'd you get this?
It's literally right there.
Oh.
There's like some like stall street food and some vendors right at that corner.
Oh, for reals? Oh, anyways, my husband and I, we're in Thailand right now, if you're wondering. So should I eat this now or should I finish my video?
No, eat it now while you're doing a weight loss video.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done my video because I'm just trying to cut to the chase and make it quick. I went back to Kab Npauj Laim's video, KBL, and then I was like, you know what? Let me try that 1 meal a day. It sounds so unhealthy, but let me just try it. So she eats around 2 to 3, but she makes sure she has like a huge portion of food. Actually, for her, it's just 1 meal of whatever you want. So for me, I was like, okay, I honestly can't do this. I need to make sure that I have some kind of fruit in the morning if I want to work out, and I need to make sure I have some coffee and water and like small stuff like that. So at first it was really hard for me because I love to eat, and then I was like, okay, so if we're gonna get married next year, like I really need to shred off this weight. It was really hard, but when I was still working at In-N-Out at that time, I would work from 5 to 10. So in the morning I would wake up around 8 to 9 and then drink water, eat a fruit, and then when I'm ready to work out, I would drink coffee for my caffeine intake. And I had my coffee really clean too. I had 1 stevia and it's just almond milk with coffee. So I think because of that I became lactose, because now I can't have regular coffee anymore. But anyway, so from 2 to 3 I would have this really big meal, and then after that I will go straight to work. So then when I work from 5 to 10, I don't eat anything. And it sounds crazy, but I would just drink water with lemon during my 10-minute break. But if I'm like super hungry, then I'll have like a meat patty, but that's it. And then when I come home, like I would just drink a cup of apple cider vinegar with water and then a little honey. So that's what I did, and my numbers started dropping dramatically. It dropped so fast that I didn't even notice that I was losing weight. Like people would tell me like, hey, you look like you lost a lot of weight, and then I'm like, what, really? Like I didn't even notice. The numbers were changing, but my body size was going faster than my numbers. I don't know if that makes sense. People were noticing it and I wasn't. Like they noticed that I was getting thinner, but I still look the same in the mirror, which is really sad because you know you are the meanest person to yourself, to be honest. So in December, I found a second job. It was a part-time job. I think I really lost weight in December because I did not even have time to work out. And then when I worked from 8 to 5, I had a meal during my lunchtime, but then I would go straight to In-N-Out and then won't get off until like 10 o'clock. So then my numbers went all the way down to 104, and it was really not pretty. Like I wasn't working out, so you couldn't see the definitions in my stomach or my arms, and I felt really weak. Alright, so in January I noticed that my weight was really unhealthy, and I told myself like, hey, I can't be doing this one meal a day anymore. Like I need to eat more. My work schedule is not really healthy. Sometimes I work 40 hours at In-N-Out, and then sometimes I'll do 30 hours, so I'll be working 70 hours a week, and it just wasn't healthy. I wasn't myself. And then me and my fiance at that time, we decided like, hey, I know it's a crazy world right now, but let's go overseas again. So then we were like, okay, let's do that. So after we made that decision, I finally told my other job that I was leaving, and then I gained a lot of weight too during the summer. I went back up to 120 pounds, and then I was just kind of like, okay, maybe I have to go back to that one meal a day, which was really hard for me the second time because I was eating whatever I wanted, and I only had 2 months left to lose the weight before the wedding. So I was able to go back down to 107 pounds. And then as of right now, we are in January 2022. My weight is actually okay. It's 114, which is fine to me. I don't feel like I'm unhealthy. I feel great. I haven't been working out, which I'm going to start now that we are settled down. Okay, so just a quick recap. What helped me was eating 1 meal a day. My hormone cream really helped me. It helped balance my hormones. And then apple cider vinegar helped me. Keeping myself busy. So those 4 tips really helped me go from 138 to 104. And then what didn't work for me was Prune Juice, the Korean diet, exercising a lot, and not eating did not work for me. Everyone's body is different. I hope you guys enjoyed my weight loss journey. I'm still trying to figure out how to be healthier with regards to exercising because I haven't been exercising. There's been a lot of changes in my life, so that is it for this video. And if you guys have any questions, let me know.